Good morning. We are live at Oak Park Arena in beautiful Oak Park, Michigan. Hope everyone had an excellent Christmas and New Year holiday season. I know most of the boys got a good break, and I know some traveled and whatnot and soaked up some sun, got to do some stuff outside of hockey and get a little break. So hopefully we'll see a re-energized Fox Hockey Club here against Little Caesars. So good way to start out the new year with some good competition as we make a run toward playoff season. You're just going to hear my voice today. We got Aruba Jim, who, as his name indicates, is not with us. He is also soaking up some sun, hopefully. I would assume, I don't know that it's never been, but I would assume that it's relatively sunny there all the time. So hopefully the Bernier family has a great vacation. I think that started. Kyle rode down with us today and said that they took off yesterday or so. So hopefully they have a great vacation. Say hi to Grandma Went, Grandma June, for keeping me on my toes, and making sure we have schedules out and all of that stuff, and everybody knows what's going on. I had to touch base with her this morning because this game was changed a couple of different times, so they finally nailed down the 11:30 start time, which is a little nicer, and definitely ended up being nice this morning because the ride over was a little sketchy in some places. We got a lot of snow on the lake shore, a little less snow in Grand Rapids, and there was some snow awaiting us here as we drove in down 696 and into Oak Park. I believe we have kind of the full lineup. Actually, I think I spoke too soon. I don't believe Mason Noble is back from, we'll call it up north, quite yet, from Alaska. I think he is going to be back in another week or so. Last time we played Little Caesars at this rink, we were very shorthanded. Ended up losing in a 3-2 in a shootout. We were very short-handed at that time, too. We had boys playing with their NAL team and an injury or so. And so hopefully with the full squad, full rested squad, we'll be back in action and taking care of business. It'd be great to start out the new year with a big win over a good team. Boys were talking a little bit in the car on the way here. Sounds like Mr. Glentz is down the way just a little bit, but sounds like Robbie Glentz tendered with the Maryland Black Bears in the NAL, North American Hockey League. So congratulations to him. That's awesome. Robbie Glentz, you hear his name frequently. He is an active, hard-charging energy source on our team, and it's great to see him get an opportunity for next year to further his hockey career. And we'll need all of his energy today. I think our record against Little Caesars, we have one win and we'll say several losses over the years, and just can't seem, even in close games. We've lost to him by a goal in the state finals, and over the years, just in close games, have not been able to get it done. So hopefully today is a little different story, and we get, again, as I mentioned earlier, we start the year with a nice dub. And get a little bit of a free hand today. The stands up here are a little tight, so I want to get a good angle, so I'm up at the top and not using the tripod. So we'll see how that goes. Well, thanks for tuning in. Boys will get their last instructions from the bench, and we'll get rolling. Tomorrow we play at home at Southside Arena, and we'll play OJG at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. First things first, get things rolling here with Little Caesars. Update on the roster. Looks like Luke Pizarro is not here today. My quick scan, I did not see that. Dealing with some pneumonia. So hopefully Luke will heal up quickly. He is another important skill piece of the team. Cal Bernier knocks that down in front of the net as Little Caesars is able to retain possession. Bradley Backen takes his time there and tries to affect the exit strategy. I don't know if we're going to get... we had a little bit of chaos coming off the bench there as Bradley Backen was trying to look for a teammate to pass the puck to. So we're going to get a face-off at center ice. Face-off one back to Ryder Vargas. Ryder Vargas tries to put it deep. It's going to be, he's going to turn it over with the help of Ryder Miller. And quick little shot there. Oh, ball, the puck sneaks out of the zone. It's going to collect on the other side, then he's going to move that up the wall. Robbie Glentz follows it up and finds Landon Carpenter sitting on the blue line. The Caesars collects and he's going to come back at it. Braden Byrne with a little chop there. Vargas moves that puck back behind the net, and Carpenter's going to collect it and ice the puck. A little bit of chaos there to the right of Caden Miringa as Little Caesars tried to center that pass. Luke Vanderoost in the circle to take the draw. He's going to win that back. Nolan O'Brien collects off the glass. We're not going to get an icing. You can hear the official. Trevor Joseph does a great job there getting to the puck first. He's going to come away with it in the corner, dump it back down behind the net. Ostrander's going to pinch to keep it in. Does. It's his man. Excellent job there by Nolan O'Brien to get a glove on that and keep it in. Trevor Joseph, Martinelli, Luke van der Roost go to work in the corner. You can hear a lot of banging around. And it looks like the first penalty is going to go against Fox Motors. Looks like Logan Martinelli is going to go over there. There's a lot of banging in the corner. You can hear the bodies and sticks clashing. So, we were talking before the game, some other parents about, the need to stay out of the box. Our stats read out, 5-on-5 hockey. We play pretty well with anyone. It's playing short-handed that has been the bugaboo of games. So, see if we can get our first penalty kill of the new year. Clock operator's having a little bit of trouble getting the penalty on the board accurately. Name of the game here is, control the puck. Starts with a nice face-off win. Got the right man in the circle with Drew Fabry taking the draw. Controlling, moving the puck quickly out of the zone. Looks like penalties on the board. Everybody's in their spot, and here we go. Almost got a nice gift right away. As the puck almost drifted out on its own. There's a quick shot, wide, full controls, dumps it back to Bernier, who was entering the zone. And Little Caesars is back to the resets and affects their entry into the zone. Caden Miranda goes back behind the net to play it, moves it up to Byrne, comes off a Folk behind the back there. There's Vargas banging along the boards, and he's going to move that puck out, and we are not going to get an ice as it touched the Little Caesars player on its way out of the zone. Quick change there. Ryder Vargas comes off, and Matthew Ostrander comes on. Great job by McCarthy, just hustling over there to cause an errant pass, and eventually the puck goes up and over the boards on the Fox Motors bench. Nice little burst of speed there by Andrew McCarthy. To make a play on the puck. Robbie Glentz in the circle here. One back by Little Caesars, and they're going to move along the blue line. Caden Miranda kicked that one. That rebound came right out to the defenseman, who put another puck toward the net. That one just wide. Ends up coming out for another icing. We're at 45 seconds. 42 seconds left in the Little Caesars power play. Quick win back, quick shot at the top of the circle. Caden Miranda up to the task, gloves it down easily. He saw that one, gloved it with confidence there. Quick draw there. Again, Caden trickles in on Caden. He's going to cover that up. And Fox Motors is going to get a wash. Bradley backing in the circle. Bradley backing out of the circle. Gets kicked out for maybe a little early entry. And we get McCarthy there. Caesars gets a quick shot on net. Now Bernier tried to lift that one up. Ends up getting the glove down. Try to move it out, and that puck is kept in. Nolan O'Brien up high off the glass, and it stayed right along the glass and rides into the Fox Motors bench again. 12:57 to go in the first period. 16 seconds officially on the Little Caesars power play. Get kicked out. Bradley Beckett gets kicked out again. Bernier collects that one. Sends it up the boards, off Little Caesars' skate to a McCarthy, who is streaking right now in the center of the ice. Comes all the way around. Little Caesars player looking for his teammate, drifts out of the zone, and they go back to work in neutral ice. Nice job, nice stick there by Nolan O'Brien. No real threat on goal. Carpenter with a nice job using his feet, his stick, and everything else to get the puck out of the zone. It's going to go to neutral ice briefly, and it's back in. Edwards gets it quick, moves it up to Robbie Glentz. Robbie Glentz gets his pocket pick before coming into the zone. Caesar's going to have an odd man rush. That shot whistles high over the net. And a good job diffusing that odd man rush that developed on the wrong side of the blue line. Oh, Braden Byrne gets a shot on that and deflected off someone and became a bouncer. It was tough for the goalie to manage. Fox Motors going to get its second penalty of Little Caesars player broke out, got a shot on net off of Caden Miringa's shoulder and into the corner. In the meantime, he was tugged down, pulled down, and it looks like, I believe Landon Carpenter is going to be in the box. We get a face-off to the right of Caden Miringa. We're going to kill another penalty. Kyle Bernier did a great job there getting that off. It gets tied up, and I think I don't know if it was on the ledge or stuck in somebody's jersey. Bernier skated up there and tried to pull it out, but the officials had blown it dead. Face-off win back to Caesars. Defenseman sends it down deep. So far, the action dominated by Little Caesars with the help of two power plays. Caesars works out of the corner, trying to find the open shooting lane. That one, Caden Miringa stopped the first one, rebounded right out in front to a defenseman who was kind of pinching down and finds the open net. So at 10:48 in the first period, it's going to be Little Caesars 1 on a power play goal. Fox Motors 0. Face-off eventually won there. Fabry, I believe, was in the circle. Able to tap it back, and Fox Motors will go to work in the Little Caesars zone. Just knocks that down, the blue line coming out. People are unable to get control. Martinelli's going to move that across to Nolan O'Brien. Nolan O'Brien up to Gabe Stafford. But they couldn't quite get a stick on that. Puck drifts out of the zone, and Fox Motors will go to work. Caden Miringa gets one right in the chest there. Gobbles it up. Bradley backing in the circle to take this face off. He's been kicked out the last couple of times. Let's see if he can stay in and get us a big win here for Control. There's an errant penalty showing on the scoreboard, and the gentlemen and the scorekeepers are trying to sort it out, but no real impact on the game. But it's going to hold things up nonetheless. A lot of times when you're, regardless of what rank you're at, we're lucky. We have a dedicated scorekeeper, and she is awesome. So she knows all the ins and outs of the scoreboard. But a lot of times you're dealing with volunteers and parents. Rainburn tried to move that nice stretch pass, got intercepted, but it comes back to him, and he moves it deep into the Little Caesars zone. McCarthy over there to keep the puck in. Had to get one out in front. That was backing. Surveying, trying to get a centering pass there, and covered up by the goalie. Ryder Miller is kicked out. Robbie Glentz in for the face-off. Eventually comes back, finds Ryder Miller, who keeps it deep. Landon Carpenter. Oh. Vernier, a nice physical play there to get the puck. Ryder Miller is going to, Ryder Miller with the backhand shot went up high, found itself kind of right out in front of the goalie. Lentz with a nice hustle play, centers that puck. No one's home to help send it home. Bernier collects it at center ice, and he's going to move that puck in with the help of Landon Carpenter. Doesn't quite get all the way. Little Caesars forward finds himself along the near side boards here, and no help, no teammates coming into the zone, so he just takes a shot. Vanderoost in the circle and out of the circle. They're kicking people out left and right. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but the Caesars player gets a quick shot. Trevor Joseph is well rested and putting people on their butts. You can see there. Nice save there by Caden Miringa. Turned into an odd man rush. Nice little pass over. Trevor Joseph couldn't quite corral it. And cycle the puck down low. Luke Vanderoost going to work. Trevor Joseph staying on task. Matthew Ostrander comes away with it. And he's going to dump that back down deep, and we're going to get a change in the Fox Motors squad. Little Caesars being patient behind the net. Ostrander moves it over to Bernier. He could see Fote streaking down the near side. Tries to move it over there. Fote does corral it deep in the corner, and they go to work along the near side boards. Turnover, and Little Caesar's going to come away with it. Fote knocks it down for a second. O'Brien's going to go back to retrieve that. gets it to his defensive partner there, Bernier, and they go to work moving it out. Gabe Stafford controlling at center ice. Gets just enough on it to Landon Folt, who moves it deep into Little Caesars zone. You can see Little Caesars going to plant a player on the far side blue line and try to get that stretch pass. Won't put a lot of pressure on the defensive core. Puck controlled through the neutral zone by Nolan O'Brien. Comes off his stick back to Braden Byrne. Braden Byrne moves it up to Nolan O'Brien. Nolan O'Brien in playmaking mode, knocked down just enough by Little Caesars. At neutral ice, Nolan O'Brien saw out of the corner of his eye teammate moving up into the zone and tried to move it there. Little Caesars player got just enough stick on it to prevent that play from happening. Robbie Glentz in the circle, controlled by Bradley Backen. Backen goes to work around behind the net. Backen or Bernier tried to backhand that off the wall and back into the zone as it drifted out, and it goes into Little Caesars bench. Puck spent a lot of time in the Fox Motors bench and the Little Caesars bench. Vargas, just misses Ryder Miller. Vargas moves that up to Landon Carpenter at neutral ice. We'll see what the call is there. I don't know. All I could see out of the corner of my eye where Landon Carpenter's skates up above his head. And Fox Motors will get their first power play opportunity of the day. Nice win by Trevor Joseph. Finds its way over to Ryder Vargas on the far side D. Nice find there. That one went to McCarthy, to Vargas over. I don't know if it was Folt or Trevor Joseph with the one-timer. It was kind of a fluttering puck, and goalie grabs it easily. Get a little bit of a change here. We're going to get another matching penalties, it looks like. Logan Martinelli is going to go in the box and match up with Little Caesars player. So we're going to remain 5-on-4 with the Fox Motors power play. I would imagine that the face-off is going to come out of the zone. 149. I don't know. Their clock's a little kooky, but we'll take it. Mine says 142. Their clock says 149. I don't know if they're discussing that right now, but there is a little bit of a difference between the penalty clock and the game clock. So both teams get a little bit of a timeout here as the officials try to straighten out the scoreboard with the scorekeeper. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to do, but 140 left. Face off, one back over to McCarthy, who moves it over to Ryder Vargas, moves it over to Backen. That's going to get to Fote, who rips one on net. Stopped by the goalie. Face off one back, over to Vargas. And just kind of gets out to Little Caesars, who brings it up. Vargas collects along the near side. He's going to look for someone to move that puck up to. He's going to take it into the zone himself. He moves it out to McCarthy. Oh, that one just wide. Vargas with a shot there. He's found himself over there. Good shooting opportunities near side here. McCarthy's done a nice job moving that puck around. Vargas with a nifty move on the blue line. Oh, that one. Fote just couldn't get enough stick on it. Vargas had moved that over. Oh, that one gets on. Fote with another shot there. Lots of pressure here. Luke Vanderroos, nice job there to the side of the net, gets one on net. Goalie does a great job keeping his head on a swivel and stopping him from all angles. Right around 10 seconds. I show 9 seconds left on the Fox Motors power play. We got to be careful of one Caesars player coming out of the box. That was great sustained pressure there by Fox. We had a few opportunities, a few good looks for sure. Go to work here. Matthew Ostrander keeps that one in. Carpenter is going to bust over there. He moves it over to Glentz. Glentz is going to kind of survey, take a little bit of a sneaky shot. And Caesars is going to come out of the zone with the puck. Another kind of odd man rush that develops for them. Just kind of some puck luck bounce there. That one's going to come out, and Carpenter's going to bust in on that. That puck is moved off his stick. Caesars gets a break. Ryder Miller's going to intercept that one. I believe that was Braden Byrne that kept that one in. He is the keep it in the zone specialist for sure. Moves it over to Nolan O'Brien and moves it down deep into the zone. Go and chase. That puck unexpectedly came out. Good thing there was no too many men on the ice call there, because Fox Motors had people coming on and off the bench. Nolan O'Brien's going to move that puck to Luke Vanderroos, and moves it quickly to Drew Fabry. Comes off Fabry's stick, and then Caesars coming back the other way. Maringo with a nice little shifty move to keep that puck moving. Stafford's pass deep into the zone gets interrupted, but he goes back to work trying to collect that, control that puck. Does so for a minute. And Luke Vanderroos is wreaking some havoc deep in the Little Caesars zone. Caesars back on the offensive. Nolan O'Brien matching speed with Little Caesars forward. Carries it all the way around. Great job by Braden Byrne getting a stick on that puck. Drew Fabry's going to move that puck out via the high glass. Fox Motors going to get a change. Nice knockdown there by Nolan O'Brien. Comes right back out. Landon Fote is hit from behind as he enters the zone. Bradley back and following them up, but we're going to get another Fox Motors power play opportunity. Landon Folk popped right up, so that's good news. And the Fox power play unit will come out. Last time they were able to keep a lot of sustained pressure on. Looks like we're going to get the first half of our power play in the first period and the second half in the second period. So here we go. So no ice there. Fox moves up and in with some speed just off. I'll reset that after the second period. Going along the wall, but Caesar's gonna get enough on that to get that out and deep into the Fox Motor zone. Kyle Bernier picks it up with speed, enters the zone. This is when he does a lot of nice playmaking there, attacking the zone. Tries to center it. Goalie sticks the blade out there and it goes up and into the netting. "17 seconds left in the first period. One back by Caesars into the corner. And Carpenter and Clance go to work along with Luke Vanderroost. That one just jumps off the stick and turns into an errant pass. So we will be into the second period. About 1:03 left on the Fox Motors power play. And get the power play right here, the power play time right here. 1 minute. Something like that. So we'll match up with the scorekeeper's clock. So pretty spirited first half. Both teams kind of having a chunk of time in the other's zone. Little Caesars probably gained the edge in shots on goal, especially with the first half of that first period and how they started. So we'll look to maybe get a few more shots on net here as we knock out the second half of our power play in the second period. As it stands, it's Little Caesars 1, Fox Motors 0 as we begin the second period. In the face-off circle, it's going to be Trevor Joseph. He wins that over. Martinelli collects, moves it back to McCarthy. McCarthy moves it up to Fote. Fote with some speed here. Gets that over to Joseph. Joseph flips one wide of the net. Ryder Arks keeps that in. It's going to find itself over. Roberta finds that over to Joseph quick. Joseph dumps it deep into the corner. Nelly and Fote back to work behind the net. McCarthy finds that along the near side board as he, in this power play unit, plays along the blue line. That puck was knocked down by Martinelli, or I'm sorry, by a Little Caesars player. Martinelli collects it, gets a shot on net. Knocked down in front by Little Caesars player. Little Caesars is okay with just clearing that, with taking the icing. It's about 15 seconds left on the Fox Motors power play as we get kicked out of the circle again. That is backing for about the 4th time if you're keeping score on that at home. Nice job by Matthew Ostrander to keep that in, but it comes out as Bradley Backen's trying to collect it. Little Caesars player kind of helped him move that out, so there's no icing. Byrne and Ostrander back on the net. They move it up, and it sticks in the Little Caesars zone. Ostrander found that it was kind of in his skates, and he does get a little bit of a shot off. Hey! Tell you what, Gabe Stafford did a great job avoiding a hit there, but he moved that puck up just enough. Bradley Backen finds it and snipes one. That was on the other side of the power play as well, so that's going to be an even strength goal. Tell you what, Gabe Stafford did a great job there making that play because he had to avoid a big hit. He got just enough stick on that to move it forward. And it pays off as Bradley Backen collects it and rips one for Fox Motors' first goal of the game. So Little Caesars wins the ensuing face-off back. Move it up and get a shot on net from way downtown. Glove down easily by Caden Miringa, and we're going to get a face-off just to his right. Face-off one back, collected by Kyle Bernier. Tries to move it up off the glass. Goes to work in the corner. That one finds its way through somehow, but way wide of the net. And Caesars goes to work. Bernier comes away with it. We'll get some good eyes on it. He's going to move it up. Tries to move it up to Glentz, who's leaving the zone. Nice little tap by Ryder Miller. Nice tap back there by Landon Carpenter. Tries to find Landon Carpenter on a give and go, but drifts out. Glentz gets to it over to Ryder Vargas. He's going to try to find someone. That is Glentz going back into the zone, cross ice. Trevor Joseph comes away with it. No offsides there, eh? They had guys coming off the bench, but eventually they sorted out. Trevor Joseph's going to make Caesars pay. That one's going to be shuttled all the way down. I'm not sure. I want to say Luke Lazaro, but it's a 2 and a something, so it's got to be Ryder Miller. Again, Luke, hope you're feeling better and drink lots of water and get rest and whatnot, and hopefully be back soon. And always use that craftiness, buddy. All right, here we go. Back in action. Little Caesars wins the face-off and goes to work. That one up and out. Little Caesars get another face-off deep in the Fox Motors zone to the left of Caden Miringa. Oh, looks like it's coming out. I didn't quite see the sequence on that one. I'm a one-man band today, so I got to do everything. All right, nice win there by Drew Fabry. A lot of toughness out of the face-off circle there. Burns going to skate that in and get it deep. Fox will go to work. Nice job Martinelli made a couple of physical plays there, one of which was just making sure he did everything he could to get that, try to not let that puck break out with some speed. Glove down by Byrne, collected by Ryder Vargas. He's going to move that up to Drew Fabry. Caesars. Dude! Sorry. Somehow I got to yell at my own kid. Caden Merriga blocks that one. Ryder Vargas gets that tip out of the zone. The Little Caesars going to be able to regroup here right at neutral ice. No change. Ryder Vargas is going to spin that. I don't know what that hit, but that thing bounced big time. Little Caesars with the quick change, and Fox is going to be able to force an offsides. Braden Byrne did a nice job there, kind of controlling that puck just on the other side of the blue line in the Fox Motor zone, creating that offsides. Win back McCarthy, a nice little move there to create some space. It does come off his stick, but it's in the Little Caesars end of the ice. Nice stick there by Nolan O'Brien to keep that puck out as Little Caesars try to enter. I can hear Gabe Stafford's aunt cheering Fox Motors on. She's always dialed into the game and making sure the boys hear her encouragement. Another offsides. That one's going to come out to neutral ice, center ice. Nice win there by McCarthy, but Backman is able to control it. Ostrander with really nice body position there. O'Brien collects and moves it back into Little Caesars zone, just out of the reach of Landon Foe, and Little Caesars is going to enter with some speed here. Ostrander forced his man, kept his man wide. That puck came in toward the net as Caden was shifting around from side to side. Net comes off and get a stoppage in play, and the faceoff will come to his right. Sorry, the faceoff will come to his left. Ryder Miller in the circle for the faceoff. So great to see Ryder Miller back. Talked him for the game. Said he's feeling good. A little soreness. He said that we all play with soreness. So I said, all right, here we go. So glad to see he's back in the lineup. He makes such a difference in the playmaking. Ryder Vargas eventually sends that one in on net. It gets tipped up deep. Nice little tip there by Robbie Glentz. Puck does come out. Bernier, a nice little move there, but it intercepted briefly. Glentz finds that. He moves it right up. Just kind of a nice touch pass as he and Ryder Miller go to enter the zone, as Carpenter and Ryder Miller go to enter the zone. Puck finds its way back to Bernier. We're going to get an offsides. Just skating around, pushing people around. So we're going to get a face-off at center ice. face-off, one back, collected by Nolan O'Brien. He gets it deep into zone. Nice body position by Gabe Stafford there. Little Caesars does collect. Lose it out momentarily. Stopped by Braden Byrne on the way out. I believe it bounced into the Fox Motors bench again. Up into the net. Nice stick there. I don't know if that was Martinelli and Fabry getting those sticks in the passing lanes as Little Caesars trying to use that side-to-side stretch pass play. And go to work. That one comes right out front. Comes right back to the defenseman who gets a shot on net, and Cade Merringer turns that one away, turns another one away. That one came bouncing out again. And Little Caesars going to go to work here. Nice job by Martinelli there, just getting the stick and body on the man in the slot who could not get a shot on goal. Little Caesars going to come away with it back behind the net again. That was a tip that went just wide. Martinelli ices that one and pays the price. Looks like we may get the ice cut right now. As things start to heat up a little bit. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Are you still on? All right, we're back. Sorry about the movement of the camera there. I put it in tripod mode so I didn't have to hold it the whole time. I was just talking with Gabe O'Brien here next to me, and he said his daughter Avery sent him some video of snow in it just north of Atlanta, a couple inches looked like. He said in the next hour or so it started raining and all of it was gone. So shout out to Avery surviving, battling the elements in Atlanta, Georgia. Here we go with second half of the second period action. Nice job by Bradley Backen to fight that puck out of the zone. Things started to get a little chippy there at the end of, or right before the ice cut. Have to keep an eye on that. Jesus moves that across. That one finds its way through, and Caden's able to cover it up. Get a change here about 40 seconds into the second half here. 8:49 to go. Face off one back, collected by Ryder Vargas. He's going to move that on around. Robbie Glentz is going to go to work on that. Quick out. He's going to control again. Vargas moves that to his defensive partner, Braden Bird. Back is going to move that out, collected by Glentz. Glentz is going to bypass. He's going to find himself open. Oh, he tried to slide that through. I believe he tried to slide that through. The 5-hole goalie got just enough on it and sends it into the corner. Ryder Miller finds himself in the back of the net. Hopefully no worse for the wear. I don't know if they're goalies jibber-jabbering at him or what. It seems to be pretty friendly. Vargas went down there to see what was going on, and we're going to get a face-off here with Ryder Miller in the circle. Ryder Miller moves that puck just enough out, collected there by Byrne, who sends it down deep. Drifted out, shot wide by Carpenter. Vargas going to keep that one in momentarily. He does it a couple of times, ends up getting it down deep. Robbie Glentz is kind of locked up there. Oh, nice little centering pass there by Robbie Glentz, and Sousa's back the other way. Didn't get an offsides there. Vargas and Byrne or Trevor Joseph there too. Trevor Joseph's I think gonna make it maybe his part-time job here to give 68 a little business. It was 68 who was pushing and shoving people along the way as he was kind of after the play and after the play. So keep an eye on that situation as well. So he's gonna dump it down deep, collected on the other side by Trevor Joseph. And almost collected nicely by Luke Vanderhoos going out of the zone, but Caesars knocks it down and goes to work. And it looks like Trevor Joseph is going to collect a penalty there for his hit along the near side board. And the jibber jabber will continue. It was a big hit. I don't know that it warranted anything different here. So we're going to go 2 minutes for Trevor Joseph on the rough, I believe. So this is where we got to really, buckle down. We have a 1-1 game. I don't know if you can hear in the background Mr. Miringa kind of summarizing events there, but 1-1 game here, and we need to stay out of the box and play good hockey, not give them any advantages. Nice block, nice knockdown there by Luke Vanderhoos. That puck is going to come out of the zone and force Little Caesars to reset. They find Little Caesars forward on the blue line, and they're going to, I don't know if that was Ostrander, collects it, ices it, and Fox Motors will get a change. Coming onto the ice, the Ryder Vargas, Kyle Bernier, McCarthy, and Glentz. Glentz will take the face off. In a change of events, Little Caesars gets kicked out of the circle. That's new. Vargas going to collect. There's a work in the corner. Caesars around behind the net, gets it up toward the point. That one drifts through circle. That nice anticipation there by Kyle Bernier. Tried to pick that pass off. Bernier and Vargas go to work behind the net. That puck comes out along the near side boards. Bernier with some contact. Vargas gets his stick on, and he's going to find the puck. He's going to move that puck over to the far side boards. Robbie Glentz couldn't quite get to it. Collected by the Caesars. See if Robbie Glentz can get to that one. Bernier collects that. And now can't let them settle in. That one finds Caesars player on the back side of the net. Backside post, and he stuffs it through. They had a couple opportunities to clear that puck and just couldn't get it out. I know they'll be disappointed with that one. Not a whole lot Cade Merrigan could do there. And Little Caesars on the power play again is going to score their second goal. It's going to be Fox Motors 1, Little Caesars 2. Win back collected by Matthew Ostrander. He moves it up to Folk. Matthew Ostrander finds that one again. It comes back to him, and he gets it into the Caesars zone, but not quite deep enough. Nice little poke there by Ostrander, who moves it up to Gabe Stafford. He moves, nice little touch pass to Drew Fabry. Fabry isn't able to quite control that. Noah Bryant keeps it in momentarily, and then he's going to go to work defensively. Nice little poke there by Drew Fabry. Good block again. Just having trouble collecting the puck and getting it out of the zone. Doing a great job selling out. Good toughness, blocking shots. That one, Miringa forces just wide of the net. Then he had to go down to try to keep the puck out as Caesars went to work just to his left. We're back to even strength hockey here. This kind of mirrors the opening to the game. Nice movement there by Robbie Glentz, and Ryder Miller's going to collect that. He's got Carpenter coming down on the far side post. Oh, and that one, nice shot there by Robbie Glentz. That centering pass, I think, hit his teammate in the ankle. He was kind of shot. He tries to move that up nicely. Oh, come on! They wave off an icing. It's terrible.
That's terrible.
They
Yep, you heard me.
they wave off an icing because it was contested, and then don't do the same thing as Robbie Glentz was streaking down the ice to kind of negate the icing. All right, so Little Caesars go back to work here. Vargas moves it up to Trevor Joseph. Vanderus finds it in that mess. And Trevor Joseph posted up there. We're gonna get another penalty. Kind of in the mix there. Luke Vanderus, I don't know. They're gonna call him for a trip. That's a thing. It's so. Well, Caesars will go back on the power play with a 2-minute tripping call here. Bradley back in the zone. Miraculously, they allow him to take the face off. Great hustle there by McCarthy. Byrne enters the zone, and he's going to get that. Caesars skates it up and into the zone, and there's a just kind of backhand pass. Ostrander goes to work in the corner, trying to gain control. Nice job leaning on little Caesars player. Nice little stick by Bradley Backen. Great effort there. Excellent post protection there by Caden Miringa. Braden Byrne forced him wide. Well, Caesars player got a shot on goal there. Knocked down by Caden Miringa pretty easily. We gotta do our best to get rid of nice. Landon Fote does a nice job there. Excellent pressure there by Drew Fabry. That comes in for a second. Back out by Ryder Vargas. Ryder Vargas goes into the corner to work. Good stick there by Caden Miringa to poke that out. And Fote's going to come up with it. A little toe drag release there. Fox may have gotten away with a little too many men on the ice, but the way things have gone, it's nice to see. Penalty not. Kyle Bernier circles and enters the zone with some speed. Nice little move into the middle. Gabe Stafford helps him retain possession. Bobby Gluntz with kind of a low angle shot there. He's back out. Gabe Stafford trying to move it around. They're back to full strength here. Great job by the Fox power play penalty kill unit there. We have 52 seconds, 53 seconds remaining in the second period. Ryder Miller in the circle to take the face off. Bernier rips that one timer out the face off. That one went way wide, but it does stay in possession of Fox. He's going to get his body in the right position, set another one there. Robbie Glenz finds it on the other side of the net. They're going to break out. Big shot taken by Little Caesars turned away by Caden Miringa. Nice body physicality there by Ryder Miller. He didn't actually touch the puck, but he took the player off the puck, allowed his teammate to collect it on the other side. Does fly off the ice surface, so we'll get a face off just outside the zone there. 5 seconds remaining in the second period, so being aware of. Vargas collects it, moves it quick to Ostrander, and we should get the buzzer. So, we'll move into the third period here. Fox Motors 1. Little Caesars 2. Seem to have a knack for playing close games with these guys. Fox Motors is able to spend a little bit of time there just a few minutes ago, game time wise, to put some pressure on net. But we're going to need a little bit more sustained pressure and stay out of the box here to get that equalizer. And we have 17 minutes to do so. So that's where we start here. Third period. I think I called Evan McCarthy Andrew McCarthy, the actor, at some point. So I apologize to the McCarthy family. I'll do better. All right, here we go. Face off at center ice to begin the third period. Luke Vanderoost in the circle. We'll see who's going to win that back. Play it off. Comes off funny, but nice little puck luck bounce to Logan Martinelli. Ostrander tried to move that puck across to Ryder Vargas, and Miringa had to do a little evasive action there, and little Caesars player kind of went up and over Bobby Orr style. Luckily, not the same result, so Fox Motors collects, and they're back deep in the Little Caesars zone. Nice little sneak up there by Kyle Bernier. Hey! Sarcastic applause from the crowd as a clearly obvious icing was whistled. We'll go back at it. Bradley back in the circle. Oh, Brian tried to track that down. Pass across the mouth of the goal. Goes up and over. Well, Caesars did a nice job attacking the net there. All right, D-to-D pass in our own zone here as Kyle Bernier tries to effect entry. That one's going to go off of Little Caesars player as he tried to move it to his teammate. Causing the offsides. Vargas collects that, moves it back out, and Clance and Miller go back to work. Nice job controlling that puck by Caden Miringa on a puck that went airborne. Vargas is going to collect and move it up behind. A little give and go with Robbie Glentz. Ryder Miller tried to move it across. And offsides here. Nice job by Ostrander to tie them up at the blue line and force this face off right here in front of us, the near side board. Get an icing there. Take this time again to say, Aruba Jim, miss you, man. It's hard to do all these jobs as a one-man band, but I hope you enjoy your time, your vacation time, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks. All right, face off back. Gabe Stafford's going to get to that one first. Goes all the way around where Bernier collects it. Fabry gets to it and sends it deep. And Ostrander and Stafford go to work trying to keep that in. Nice job by Stafford and Ostrander to keep that in. Oh, man, he sends it to the net. And Fabry just couldn't get a stick on it. Shot the top of the slot. Caden Miringa save. .13:49 to play in the third period. Let's go back to work. Geez, that one came off the glass kind of funny. Martinelli tried to get to it. Trevor Joseph follows it up, and he's going to go deep into the zone. Had to go cross ice with that one. Intercepted by Trevor Joseph in front of the net. Then they get a couple shots. Between Ryder Vargas and Nolan O'Brien, they get that puck deep. Little Caesars coming back the other way on a big hit by Trevor Joseph. Miringa's going to move that puck to Kyle Bernier. Goes off a Caesars player and ends up in a shot on net. He's trying to move that across to his teammate, leaving the zone. Face off to the right of Caden Miringa. A muddy face off, Bradley backing over there, trying to collect it. He's going to try to send it out of the zone. Doesn't quite get there. Knocked down by Caesars at the blue line. Bernier gets to it first. We're going to get a penalty on a hold, and it looks like it's going to be on Little Caesars. Some of these, there was a tripping earlier on Fox Motors also, and that hold there, I mean, they're happening in such, short little tight windows of both time and the boys playing. It's, I don't mind the penalty when it's warranted. Shoot. I have to take a minute and get the clock right, so you have to be patient. All right, so we're back at it here. Little Caesars is going to get that out. I'll work on the clock here in the stoppages. He was trying to operate there. Tied up on the near side boards. Little Caesars comes away with it. Fox is going to collect and get going the other way. Nice job by Ryder Miller following that play up. I'll be a little bit bummed because the puck was coming to him in the slot, but did a nice job efforting, getting back to making a play there. Ripped by Landon Fote, goes right back at him. That's going to be iced by Little Caesars. You're going to see the time fly by here. I got to get down to 10 minutes or so and have to do it manually. So I'll get the clock right here in the breaks over the next little bit. Face off one back by Little Caesars. Ryder Vargas unable to keep that in. It's going to go back though to Evan McCarthy. He'll collect behind the net. Got Fote with some speed. Vargas collects. He's going to stop and try to move that puck over. He gets it. That puck into the back netting. Shot by Ryder Vargas. We'll get a new crew out here. Looks like Bradley Backen will take the draw. Bradley Backen wins the draw. It comes out in Little Caesars skates. So O'Brien's going to go get over there, collect it. He moves over to Ostrander. Ostrander's going to survey, try and find spot Backen. Did a great job there getting to the puck. He's going to circle, circle, circle. They give him some space. Oh, he was going for that far corner. Good spot. I could see it from here. A nice job being patient there, finding the space, and couldn't send it home. Nolan O'Brien collects it momentarily, gets knocked off his stick, results in a shot by Little Caesars. Whistles high and wide off the glass and on around. It's number 68 at the center of that again. Clock should be good now. We're 9:32 in the third period. Robbie Glentz almost comes away with that. Oh, that puck came off Ryder Vargas' stick across the mouth of the goal. Cade Mirren can't do anything about that one. Not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but we're going to see a score here. Little Caesars 3. Fox Motors 2. Or 1, sorry. Still got a lot of work to do. It's off one by Little Caesars. And glove that down. Get a hand pass there. That one will come outside the zone. Puck comes into Fox Motor zone. Braden Burns going to collect that. He gets deep, comes off the stick, and comes a centering pass, but it comes back to Braden Burns. He's going to use the boards. Robbie Glenn's trying to find it quick. Braden Burns knocks that down. He's going to send it deep. That may have gone, as he sent it deep, may have gone off the netting. It's going to be a face-off at center ice.
Let's go, boys.
Collected by Trevor Joseph out of center ice face-off. Aided by the official there to knock it down. Ostrander with a nice crisp pass.
Need some offense, boys. Let's go.
Entering the zone, but someone was off or into the zone just a bit too soon. Luke Vanderroos, nice job causing a face-off stalemate there. Again, knocked down by the official, or the official skates. Makes it a little tough for the boys because they don't know, the puck kind of skate to where they think it's going to go, and it doesn't end up there. So Vanderroos working along the far side board. Nolan O'Brien pinches down to keep the puck in. He's still working, though he's pinned up. And it looks like Little Caesars is going to go to the box. So thought that might be a situation where they take both players, but that's not how it went. So Fox Motors get a power play here. See if we can do something with it here early. Get some shots on net. Puck one out. Vargas went from McCarthy to Vargas. Vargas tried to move it over to the far side. Get down deep. We'll keep that puck in. Again, the official kind of gets in the way there. Always comes away with it. He's going to move that. Knock down center ice. Vargas gets it deep in the Caesar zone and gives chase. Comes back out and is floated out of and into the Fox Motor zone. Boat with some speed. A little bit of a pick play there. And Foat gets a shot on net, but it just drifts in on the goaltender, who's forced to cover it up. 47 seconds left in the Fox Motors power play. Ryder Miller collects that puck up at the blue line, down deep to Landon Carpenter and across to Kyle Bernier. Again, the official was kind of in the way, causing a little bit of a hiccup in the movement of the players and the puck. That one came as a sky ball out. The 3 Fox forwards exit the zone, and Kyle Bernier trying to go to work. Get a centering pass off. He's going to drop that deep to Ryder Miller. Ryder Miller's going to drop it deep to Carpenter, and Vanderroos is going to go back behind the net. Pass out top from Glentz to Miller. Shot on goal by Kyle Bernier. It bounces straight up in the air. Comes back to Bernier, down to Glentz. That one knocked down momentarily by Little Caesars. Kyle Bernier did a great job there keeping that puck in. Robbie Glentz tries to stuff that one in, but it comes out along the near side boards. An even strength. Little Caesars comes out with it. Glentz comes away with it. He's able to dump the puck deep. They're getting physical. They're going to get an icing. Fox Motors will get a face-off to the goalie's right here. They had some sustained pressure there. Even resulted in a couple of shots on net, but just unable to kind of keep that puck in, keep the pressure on. Just 4:33 to go. We're going to get a face-off back here at center ice. Well, he's going to cover that one up. Matthew Ostrander sent that one in. Really thought better of turning it into the corner. So he's going to play that high off. The glass comes in, quick shot on net, face off, deep in the Fox Motor zone to the left of Caden Miringa. Sorry, we got a clock issue. Again, we try and reset. Goodness. That one came from up near the blue line. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Try to get the game clock right here. We're just over 4 minutes. Oh. Vargas floated that one in front. Luke Vanderroos just couldn't get enough. The stick blade on it to get a good Trevor Joseph with a nice stick there to keep the puck in. That one again knocked down. I think Trevor Joseph is going to go sit down for a couple. Going to have a power play that will eat up the majority. Well, Caesar will have power play eat up the majority of the remaining time on the clock. Looks to be just 2 minutes.
Keep working hard, boys. Keep working hard.
That one's going to get out of the zone. It's going to result in an icing. That one played off a skate, I think, and
Off our shin pad.
oh, was it?
Just bounced off one of
Good eye by Mr. O'Brien. You could hear the noise the puck made. It was played off a defender's shin pad right in front and into the back of the net. You know, pretty solid game played by both teams. I don't know what the score indicates. You know, the kind of back and forth that was there. Little Caesars has scored the majority of their goals here in this game. The last few in the back half of the game. 3 of them coming in the third period. Ostrander fighting to keep that puck out. Nice job by Caden Miringa. Caesar's player made a nice play in front of the net to knock that puck down and get it moving toward the net. Miringa stuck with it and was able to direct it into the corner. Harvey Glentz does get a stick on that. We're going to call that icing off. Landon Carpenter hustles to it, which is not really how this is supposed to work, but that's what they do. Nice job by Bradley Backen picking the pocket. Carpenter is still making his way down ice after getting tied up with a Caesars player in the corner, and he tries to tap it to Backen on his way out of the zone, but it ends up again in the Fox Motors zone, or Fox Motors bench. Collects that. Oh. Ripped off his stick just as he went was entering the zone with some speed. Looked like he was trying to move that. He had a couple of teammates with him for an odd man rush. Puck just finds its way off of sticks, off a window, back into the middle for Caesars to do something with. So we gotta get a little puck back here in upcoming games. And stay out of the box. Those are the two things that would be great. Puck does eventually come out. Fabry's just going to move that off the board. Finds its way into the Little Caesars zone. And they're going to work on controlling that puck, it looks like. As we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the end of the game. So with that, we're going to end up 5-1. Again, I don't know that the score is indicative of the game that the boys played. Caden Mirga played great. I know that he's going to go back and look at a couple of those, and some of them there's absolutely nothing that he could do about them. So he played an excellent game. The boys, they worked hard coming out of break. I didn't think there was any letdown there. So hopefully we'll get back at it tomorrow at 2 o'clock at our home arena against the Oakland Junior Grizzlies. So we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.